are starting off with a bit of mucking out. Actually, we're starting off with emptying the bucket because the last time I mixed up some feed, I left some silage in there. So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to get the carrots harvested. So this is one of a number of jobs we have left to do because I've forgotten how many it is. But the carrots are ready to harvest, so we'll get them harvested. They're going to go in the silo because price isn't great, and by the time we've harvested other things, the prices may be better, so seems sensible to me. And it makes it slightly easier than trying to get auto drive to take them all the way to the sell point. So this video footage was recorded at this point maybe nearly a week ago, but it didn't actually get turned into a video until now, which is nearly a week later, which is Monday evening. So yes, why was that? I ended up doing the retro contracts video instead. Only so many slots in the week, and there's only so many opportunities I have to finish videos, and this is the video that suffered, unfortunately. So yeah, that's why this one has been sat on the shelf, part finished, for a little while, and I decided to get it finished. Actually, I wasn't going to finish any more videos today. But I said in the Maze Plus Pig Farmer video, I'm on a bit of a mini vacation from work, and I was not feeling the best this afternoon. So I took some time off it because I was feeling a bit run down. I was feeling very run down this afternoon. But I thought I'd get this done. So I've got a few things to chat about, so we can chat about them. We went to see Deadpool 3. Deadpool versus Wolverine. Deadpool 3 this morning. It was awesome. Very funny film. We had a private screening. Well, we went to the first showing of the day on a weekday, and there was no one else in there, so we got a private screening. It was awesome. It was so funny. We were both laughing out loud, and yeah, we both love the Deadpool films, and it was brilliant. Thoroughly recommend it if you enjoy Deadpool. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but yeah, really good film. So there was that. That was really fun. One thing that I've spotted, which I find quite confusing, that it may be because it's not available everywhere. I don't remember how I spotted it. It might have been a recommendation, actually. On eBay, you can buy Farming Simulator 25, the premium fancy box edition, pre-order, because obviously it's not released yet, for 120 English pounds. Yeah. So that's over double the price on Amazon. Obviously you don't get any earlier because it's basically someone is scalping copies of the premium edition. Pretty much what it says is they wait for it to be delivered because they are buying it, and then they send it to you and you wait for it to be delivered from them. Yeah, bargain. Now, my only guess is that this is people where it's not available to buy in their country. But yeah, that seems dodgy as dodgy to me, because you can buy it off of Amazon, and Amazon ships internationally. So, and I know when it wasn't listed as being available in the UK, you could order it off of Amazon Germany in the UK. So, yeah, I guess most things get scalped, but it seemed a bit dodgy to me. So yeah, there was that. I was kind of shocked that someone was scalping FS25. So we've got auto drive running. I have all the bales scattered around the field, and this does prove to be an issue for us, and I do end up having to clear them. Yeah. And so in the past recently, I have had issues with auto drive and my favourite root crop harvester. I do get it working somewhat okayly. I don't know if I show it. I made a small tweak to the Harvester, the pipe distance, I reduced it, I think, by 0.15 meters. But I found I had to stop. Anytime I started to try moving, auto drive didn't want to play. There was a lot of this stuff going on and me sitting waiting for it. But, you know. And I think you see a fair bit of that because although I recorded this last week, it's not the longest video in the world. So, yeah, I was moderately offended by someone scalping a video game I actually quite like. But, yeah. So there was that. I had to nip out in the car this afternoon, go get some diesel for the car. And as I was driving back through town, not town, but through the urban area I live in, which is on the edge of some farming area, for the first time ever driving through the urban area, I spotted a tractor. It was a John Deere 6000, some sort of 6000 series. I've forgotten the number already. I did look. And it was towing a Marshall grain trailer, which I thought was really cool. Very cool. Did enjoy seeing that. It's pretty rare seeing them in that area. Quite often because, say, we're on the edge of farming land. It's not unusual to see them running along the roads on kind of the border between the two. But yeah, not so much further in. It was cool. It was cool. So yeah, there was that. And that's all of my sort of notes I'd made for random things to talk about. So I guess we're winging it now. Yes, I've got one more day off and then back to reality. I said I'm not feeling. The idea was to take a bit of a break, recover a bit, and with the whole neurobrain thing, I don't feel particularly rested. Saturday I took my daughter back to university. That day was exhausting. I spent most of yesterday just kind of chilling out, watching some TV, not doing very much. And today we went out to the cinema and we watched a bit of TV and I've done a few little bits and pieces. I just still feel really worn out. And so for me, you might say, why don't you go away? But I find going away more tiring and stressful because neurodivergence change is bad. So I quite like staying at home for breaks. It's a bit more comforting for me. But yeah, and there we go. We can see the bales causing us issues. I think this is the point where I decided to go grab the bale loader from DS Agri to get all these stacked and tip them back at the main farm, because they are going to keep causing us issues. Yeah, I tend to find like staying at home when I have time off a bit more relaxing. Yeah, I did a few bits and pieces today. Upgraded my little mini computer network that I have to make some file transferring a bit quicker. Yeah. I don't know. Went running because I enjoy running. I need to do a lot of running in the next few weeks. Planned my running schedule. I have a few running plans that I use. This might bore a bunch of you, but hey, it's what I want to talk about. And I finished the bigger training block that I had planned leading up to this ultramarathon that I'm doing a few weeks ago, and I kind of was just winging it for a bit, and that's not good because it's easy to not run if you're just winging it a bit. So I sat and planned that this morning, and I've got now the last 6 weeks of my running planned. It's kind of scary that it's only 6 weeks away. But yeah, that's sorted. And I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do after this race because the company that I run with, it's their last ultramarathon because the couple that run it are retiring. And all of my running has been with them bar 1 or 2 races. So Again, change is bad. So we'll see how we get on there. Anyway, bales dropped off. So that should eliminate some of the problems of the tractors doing the loading getting stuck. You see, I also brought over one of the 7810s with another trailer because we're harvesting carrots at quite a rate, and quite often I was needing to empty before the trailer that we were using was back from tipping, and so yeah, that just made more sense. We also decided to cut in to the carrots because this thing turns like an oil tanker. It's the one drawback really of this harvester. But yeah, we'll do a cut in. That will eventually make it easier. And this idea worked really well. When we do it again, I would leave even more headlands. So I think I did 2 with the 6-meter planter. I think I'd do 3 to give us loads of room to turn and do more width and less length, because more width can be satisfying. Sorry, I keep having to pause because I've got the dogs around me. It's still quite warm. Hopefully you can't hear Joker in the background. He's struggling with the hot weather. He does not like it. If you can hear heavy breathing, it's him, not me. Honest. Hopefully that wasn't thunder. Nope, that's a motorcycle. That's a motorcycle. Definitely not doing the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit where I live. That's a route that you could go on. People where I live who cannot drive. Maybe we'll save that for another day. I'm just noticing, I keep being constantly reminded by the huge stack of grass silage bales we have in the field down there that we do need to get sold at some point. Now, we have the benefit now of the bale stacker, which will make that significantly quicker as the John Deere crawls its way under the auger. Now, if you're using this harvester in auto drive, you might be tempted to try and move forwards at this point. Would be a bad idea. Any movement I have found, pretty much, backing up was a bit brave. Most of the time I found moving triggers auto drive with the version I have installed, which may not be the latest version, to move. Yeah, it's not good. So getting towards the end now. Looks like we've got about 2-ish rows to go. Trying to remember what I did after this, because we've got 7 minutes of video left and not much harvesting left to do. So we're all going to be surprised. What I'm going to do now is say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. So if you're interested in any of those, there are links below. And any support is very much appreciated. So, yeah. And also, if you're interested in picking up a copy of FS25, then use my Giants partner code. You really help me out. The other topic we can talk about, so I've not watched any of it yet, I keep meaning to, is Mr. CDP is doing his revisit of FS17. Now, I only ever played 1922, and Mr. Smart Farmer, who many of you may know, has suggested I maybe go and have a look at FS17. I'm curious if any of the rest, if you think that might be a good idea. So I suspect that in the near future, so the Maize Plus Pig Farmer series, I think probably has 4 or 5 videos left in it. Maybe when that wraps up, we could go have a little look at FS17. I have never played before. Wondering what people think of that. Is it worth going to have a look at? Do you think? So you can see here, I started moving, everything was set perfectly, and it instantly turned away. And this happened consistently whenever I tried to get the carting tractor to go with me as I was harvesting. Yeah, so what do you think? should we have a look at FS17? You can pick it up pretty cheap these days. So I'm curious, do you think it's worth me having a look? You can stick a comment down below. It's not massively hot now, but what it is, particularly in here, is quite humid, and I think that's what makes the weather particularly uncomfortable at the moment. It's that classic British saying, isn't it? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. Yeah, the weather in the UK is due to change soon, so I'll hopefully stop whinging about the weather and we'll go back to whinging about something else. I'm sure I'll find something to whinge about, so, you know, do not fear. Do not fear. Headaches, we could talk about those. So, amazingly, we've been through a pretty significant heat wave in the UK. Have I mentioned it's been hot lately? Don't think I have. And the combination of the new meds and the injection in the back of the head has done a really good job of keeping the really severe headaches at bay. But one of the things that I'm waiting for is oxygen therapy. No, I'm not short of oxygen. It's a abortive treatment. And I spoke to it's got stuck. Spoke to the clinic that provide it last week, and I am number 2 on the waiting list for an appointment with a nurse to get the information I need to sort that. So hopefully that's going to happen very soon, and that'll be me all sorted, hopefully. But so far, so this time of year is usually the time of year when I'm really struggling. The hot weather, that hot weather usually comes with lots of changes in, atmospheric pressure, which I think is one of my big triggers. And yeah, usually this time of year for me is awful for headaches. And so far, hopefully not cursing myself, so far things have been pretty good. So I still have the odd headache, but I always have headaches. But what I've not had is the ones that make me curl up in a ball and want to smash my head into something, which is a pleasant change. But yeah, that's really good. But yeah, it'd be really nice if I could get this last little bit sorted, particularly segueing back to previous topic before I run this ultra marathon, because I don't want to be taking really strong drugs when I'm doing that, because that doesn't pair well with running a really long way. But taking oxygen, that seems like a good idea to me. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can get that sorted in the next 4 or 5 weeks. But we'll see. It's so far been like 6 months, so I don't know. Anyway, it looks like I've somehow managed to fill the 6 or 7 minutes that I thought I was not going to with getting carrots harvested. It's really weird, the difference in texture of the mown for silage barley and the dug up carrots. It's also really weird not thinking about repurposing the fields as we bring this resurrected save to an end. So we've got the potatoes in the field over behind our right shoulder. I think it's potatoes. We've got corn. We've got whatever root crop that is on our left. And I think we've got a field of barley still. So we've got 1, 2, we've got like 4 more jobs to do on here. And a lot of selling to do. Because we need to sell everything, because that's the money that we are going to take to our Terra Life save. And I'm probably going to all the animals are going to be sold because we won't take those into Terra Life because there's a lot of different animals and there'll be new animal types to buy. Probably a lot of the kit will be sold, and some key things we'll take, like this Fiat tractor we've had since the start of farming the decades. Those 82 hours are 82 genuine hours. But some things we'll probably sell. So we'll send the 7810 back to DS Agri. You can see the cornfield there that's going to need something doing to it. Not sure what yet. If we were keeping playing, it would have been silaged, but we're not, so I might let it grow through and just combine the thing. Yeah. But yeah, some kit, certainly implements and things and trailers and stuff we'll just sell. The one class combine we've got left we're going to keep. If you know the story of that combine, you'll know why we're keeping it. If you don't, then I may tell it at some point again. Yeah. So that's carrots done. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button, comments, questions or suggestions below. I think we take a quick peek at how many litres of carrots we got, but I am not sure. So, it's been a while since I did this. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Scroll down. Look for the number, folks. Look for the number. There you go, 117,000 litres. Nice. I will see you next time.